As the air turns crisp and the holidays draw near, comfort becomes the best gift of all. Quince delivers layers that last, sweaters, outerwear, and everyday essentials that feel luxurious, look timeless, and make holiday dressing and gifting effortless. Quince seriously has it all. $50 Mongolian cashmere sweaters made for everyday wear, denim that never goes out of style, silk tops and skirts that add polish, and down outerwear built to take on the season. Perfect for gifting or upgrading your own wardrobe. You know what is at the top of my list? Quince's Italian wool coats. And the Mongolian cashmere dress, I pair it with black riding boots. And the holiday gift this season, gold everyday hoops for everybody in your life. By working directly with ethical, top-tier factories, Quince skips the middlemen and offers prices 50% less than similar brands. Step into the holiday season with layers made to feel good, look polished, and last from Quince. Perfect for gifting or keeping for yourself. Go to quince.com/KKC for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. That's QUINCE.com/KateCasey to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/KateCasey.
Audible's romance collection has something to satisfy every side of you. When it comes to what kind of romance you're into, you don't have to choose just one. Fancy a dalliance with a duke, or maybe a steamy billionaire. You could find a book boyfriend in the city and another one tearing it up on the hockey field. And if nothing on this earth satisfies, you can always find love in another realm. Discover modern rom-coms from authors like Lily Chu and Ali Hazelwood, the latest romantasy series from Sarah J. Maas and Rebecca Yarros, plus Regency favorites like Bridgerton and Outlander. And of course, all the really steamy stuff. Your first great love story is free when you sign up for a free 30-day trial at audible.com/Wondery. That's audible.com/Wondery.
The amazing Kate Casey.
Welcome back for another episode of Reality Life with Kate Casey, and welcome back for this What to Watch episode. This is for November 3rd through 10th. As always, I want to remind you to make sure that you are subscribed to this What to Watch list. Don't you want this during the week when you are sitting in front of your television or your screen, or maybe you're laying in bed, maybe you're on a car ride and you're thinking, what a hell of a week I've had. I just want to curl up and watch something and completely forget about the world as we know it. Well, how are you going to know what to watch if I don't provide you that list? And that's why you need to be subscribed. So you're going to go to katecasey.substack.com and click the subscribe button. And also, of course, this episode every Monday is going to give you the rundown, but you're going to want to go back to that list in case you're somewhere right now and you can't jot something down or make a note in your phone. So katecasey.substack.com. As you know, every week I'm giving you 6 episodes, and the beginning of the week I'm telling you what to watch. Tuesday through Friday, I tell you about some of the projects that are in unscripted. I may be recapping it. I may be interviewing the subject of the reality show, documentary, or series. Sometimes it's the director or the executive producer. And I don't want you to miss out on any of those episodes. And then Saturday, I have what I've been calling my Saturday series, which really began with me telling you more about my life. And then I began to interview the people that I know who I think have great personal stories. So in some episodes, it's a fellow podcaster. Maybe it's a comedian. Maybe it's an author. Maybe it's somebody who built a business. And then I've begun to meet people along the way who have some of the most extraordinary stories, especially ones that relate to finding out the identity of your birth parents or a missing sibling, or just some sort of life experience that is profound and inspiring. So make sure you're always checking back for that as well on Saturdays. And then you got to make sure that you join the Facebook group Reality Life with Kate Casey and that you subscribe to this podcast. And I hope that you leave a review, a 5-star review, because it's so helpful for all of us podcasters. And I so appreciate reading the different reviews that you have left. So this week, you've got some stuff to look forward to. First thing I need to tell you is the first part of the reunion for the Real Housewives of Orange County airs on November 7th. This is on Bravo. It's been a heck of a season. Pretty dark, gotta say. Katie is back for this reunion. I don't know how long she's going to stay. Shannon seems to be confused as to why she's at the end of the couch, first time in her experience on this show. This show's always changing. Really seems like the people who get to sit closest to Andy are those that have the fight that is most captivating each season. which is kind of depressing because you want it to be the person who's the most captivating life, not fight. But it is what it is. Gretchen, who's a friend of the show, will come back for this reunion, and they're going to need to litigate what happened at the end of this season, which, as you know, features them on a trip to Amsterdam, unloading likes of Instagram posts that they say Gretchen is liked, which seems to go against every sort of value or opinion of Heather Dubrow. So we're going to see that all litigated, and you want to make sure you watch the first part of that reunion, Real Housewives of Orange County, on November 7th. Now, also keen with Bravo, you can watch the episode of Wife Swap, the Real Housewives edition, featuring Emily from Real Housewives of Orange County. That's going to air on November 4th at 9 on Bravo. She's going to swap with a woman who is described as an old school wife. And the episode is titled Daddy Duties versus Daddy Don'ts. And she has to relinquish her modern marriage with do-it-all dad Shane and swaps it with the other wife's household, in which is described as a hands-off dad. So just like a complete opposite of what she experiences. So the other housewife experiences this laid-back new life in Orange County when Emily's family swaps with hers. And the swap storyline implies that maybe her life may involve fewer rigid structures, or at least in the context of the show. So, one to watch. Now, one of my favorite things of the year is Disney Plus airs the 2025 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony on November 8th. Every year I love to see the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You're going to have montages of the artist's life and career, but you also often get to see other artists performing their songs in their honor. Sometimes you see the artists themselves perform. For example, the Go-Go's 2 years ago, they performed their own songs. So this year's inductees include Bad Company, Chubby Checker, who, fun fact, I grew up near him, and my oldest half-sister went to school with Chubby Checker's kids when she was like in elementary school. So Chubby Checker, Joe Cocker, Cyndi Lauper, Time After Time, can't wait for that song, Outkast, Soundgarden, and the White Stripes in the performer category. Other honorees are Salt and Peppa and Warren Zevon for musical influence, Tom Bell, Nicky Hopkins, and Carol Kay for musical excellence. So the Disney Plus 2025 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony live stream begins at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on November 8th. So if you're on the West Coast, it's like 5 o'clock, you want to kick it. It's going to be a fun thing to watch. Again, I'm not necessarily a music person, but I'm fascinated by the business of music. And I think you get a real window into how the whole business operates by watching one of those induction ceremonies. If you like baking and things to kind of just take you out of the world, just kind of relax. I know a lot of you like to do cooking shows while you're actually cooking, or maybe house cleaning, or whatever it is you're doing around your house, or maybe you just like to hear the sound of the host in the background. So the Great American Baking Show has a celebrity holiday edition. You may have seen clips on social media already. The Roku channel will feature it November 3rd. Hosts are Casey Wilson and Andrew Rannells. They welcome 4 celebrity bakers to the tent for a festive holiday special. You've got 2-time NBA All-Star Baron Davis, SNL alum Cherry O'Terry, actor and producer Oliver Hudson. I think most of you may have seen his clip on his social media. At least I follow him. I think he's hysterical. And then Emmy-nominated actress Janelle James. They're swapping the spotlight for spatulas, tackling 3 holiday-themed challenges. The clips look absolutely hilarious. If you're looking for a documentary, Alex versus Arod is on HBO November 6th. From the pinnacle of athletic success to the depths of scandal, Alex Rodriguez saw his prolific baseball career marred by a high-profile suspension for performance-enhancing drug use. With the benefit of hindsight and years of intense self-examination, Rodriguez confronts the personal struggles and controversies that have shaped his journey from Alex, who was a baseball prodigy abandoned by his father, to Arod, the decorated MLB superstar driven by a relentless pursuit of greatness, no matter the cost. I think this is great for people who love baseball. I find media personality is fascinating. I've been at events where I saw Alex Rodriguez. He carries himself oddly in a way, like in some ways, he seems like he wants to project confidence, but you can see there's an insecurity there. And maybe it's because at this specific event that I am thinking about that I saw him, it was at a business event. And I remember at that time, he was moving outside of baseball and wanted to be perceived as this business genius. And I believe that they had considered him for some sort of like apprentice-ish show, and then it fell through. So maybe it was just the time period in which I saw him. But that coupled with some of the scandals involving girlfriends, etc., an interesting window into a big-time media personality. So Alex versus Arod, HBO, Thursday, November 6th at 9. Love and War is on National Geographic. This will also air on Disney Plus and Hulu in the days after. Pulitzer Prize winning Lindsay Addario has risked her life to capture the stark realities of war. From the Middle East and Afghanistan to Ukraine, she's been kidnapped twice while on assignment in war zones, a cost she must wrestle with each time that she leaves her husband and 2 sons to go on assignment. It's called Love and War, again, National Geographic on November 6th. Great performances, Tiller Peck, Suspending Time is on PBS. This is a deeply personal look at one of ballet's most celebrated artists as she faces a career crossroads. Following a series of life-altering events, including a major injury and a personal loss, New York City Ballet prima ballerina Tiller Peck is forced to reckon with the unknown and reimagine her relationship to dance, to her body, and to herself. That's on PBS Friday, November 7th. If you love sports, you can watch the 30 for 30, Hit It Hard. This one chronicles the highs and lows of professional golfer John Daly, covers his shocking PGA championship win, his redemption at the 1995 British Open, and also his public struggles. You can watch that streaming on ESPN and ESPN Plus. I find I can always go to DirecTV too if you have it and look for it there. So that is your list this week. So again, it's for November 3rd through 10th. You have The Real Housewives of Orange County premiering the first part of the reunion November 7th on Bravo. Wife Swap, The Real Housewives edition with Emily is on Bravo November 4th. Disney Plus 2025 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony is available on the 8th. Then also this year's inductees, as I mentioned, have so much talent. You're going to want to watch that one. The Great American Baking Show Celebrity Holiday is Monday, November 3rd on Roku. Alex versus Arod, HBO, November 6th. Love and War, National Geographic, November 6th. And then the day after on Disney Plus and Hulu. Great performances, Tiller Peck, Suspending Time on November 7th. And Hit It Hard, the 30 for 30, you can stream on ESPN and ESPN Plus. Make sure that you're checking back for episodes Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and the Saturday series episodes. Go back and check out the last 2 weeks. I've had a ton of great episodes. Upcoming this week, I've got Selling Sunset review with Chris. I've got an episode about Allison Mack from Nexium. I've got some really fantastic episodes, and I do not want you to miss any. And I want to make sure that you know how great it is when you share these episodes with the people in your life. So again, make sure you check back tomorrow for an all-new episode.